Chubby Leprechaun fans, Leprechaun Nation, we are happy to be with you again today. We've got a fun and exciting adventure to send you on. We have more treasure than ever out there waiting for you to find. That's right, more treasure than ever for you to find. Let's give a quick recap over the last week, though, of what we've seen so far. If you remember back, our big bag of candy, if you guess the right amount of candy in the bag, you could win $100 cash. We had a winner. We have a winner, actually, and we went out and interviewed her today. You'll be seeing that next week. We've got some really fun and exciting news with that winner as well. And we don't want to keep you guys waiting too long on it, but you'll see who that is this week. We thank everyone for commenting. We thank everyone for the comments and for the support and for entering that contest. It was amazing. And we'll have some more fun stuff like that too for those of you who maybe can't get outside or maybe just don't want to brave the elements right now. It is cold and rainy in the Pacific Northwest, and it is not always fun to go out and look for things. But there is treasure out there, so it can be worth your while. We encourage you to get some friends, get some family, and get outside and find some treasure while you're at it. So again, the candy winner has been anointed, the candy winner, the first official Chubby Leprechaun candy winner. We'll show you who that is later this week. We also had a $100 prize found that was at Cascade Station. For those of you who didn't see that in our social media posts, we had someone find that wallet and cash. It was hidden in a location. I don't know that I want to say where it was. We might want to use that one again. And then the guy who found it, who needed that cash, is one lucky guy because he's got a leg up on you guys. But it was hidden at Cascade Station. Funny story if you hadn't heard it. He had already been there 4 times looking for it. So these things aren't always easy, but it does take patience, and it can pay off for going back. So next thing we got, hey guys, we got a new prize out there along with 2 other prizes that are already out there from last week. So we've got a total of 3 treasures that you can go out and find. Let's talk about the 2 that are already out there existing. We gave you some clues last week. We went out and hid those last week, and along with those hid a couple of prizes for the kids. The kids prizes at one of those locations was found. And so you want to check our Facebook page to see who won that. That was pretty exciting for them. It was a cold, rainy day, and they spent the day out there. Came up empty-handed on the grand prize, but did find the kid prizes, 2 $5 cash prizes and some candy, which I'm sure for those kids is went a long ways to be out there with the family in that weather. But the big one is out there, and that one is an undisclosed amount. It is more than $100. It's our largest prize to date, and it is still out there waiting. And they have an advantage on the rest of you guys because they found the right spot. Let me give you a couple of clues for that one. We'll repeat the clues from the last video on that, the last couple of videos actually, and hopefully we can narrow this down for you guys. So as a recap for that one, it's somewhere along this 8-mile trail lies the biggest treasure to date. You'll want to explore before it's too late. And then this next clue actually fits both of the 2 prizes we're talking. This one and the next one we'll talk about. If you find it, to be in the right place will be divine. I'm going to throw a picture up on the screen here, and hopefully that helps you a little bit. It is taken from the location. It may seem a little daunting as to what's out there and your potential to find that, but I can promise you if you find this prize, it will be worth it. So take a look at that picture. Give it a good look. It might help you be familiar with your surroundings and help you find that. Let's talk about our second prize that's out there. There's still a $100 treasure out there to be found, along with 2 $5 kids prizes that we're pretty sure haven't been found this week. We haven't had any reports of it, and we're pretty sure it's still there. So that one, the clue we gave the last time around, was in the early 1900s. This location was owned by the Union Pacific Railroad Company. At the time it was untamed wilderness, and now it's surrounded by people who enjoy the peace and solitude. Okay, and let me throw out another clue for this. It's a 62-acre shrine and garden. Now you're thinking 62 acres. Yeah, that's a lot. 62 acres is quite a bit. And hopefully, our hope is that you guys grab your friends and you grab your family and you spend some time together walking around in some of these places and just enjoy being outdoors. Part of the outdoors aspect of this is, hey, we're still in the middle of coronavirus, COVID-19. And so we're not sending you into crowded places. You're outside. You're able to social distance. You're able to spend time with your friends and your family and hunt around a little bit. Now, we would ask in some of these locations that you be respectful and be respectful of other people. If you're bringing a shovel or you're digging around in uprooting plants and in vegetation, you're working way too hard. We are not going to ask you guys to dig holes and do other things. So be respectful of where you're at. Just remember that we wouldn't want you to destroy anything of where you're at, but we do want you to peek around a little bit. So have some fun with it and be kind and respectful. Now, we've got one more prize out there, one more treasure, which was hidden today. And we're going to tell you a little bit more about this sponsor later this week. We don't want to give away too much on it just yet, but this is a $50 Amazon gift card that was brought to you by a small business. Small business approached the Chubby Leprechauns and said, hey, I've got a little bit extra cash here, and I've got some things from my personal business that I think people might like, and I'd like to hide it and just spread some of that love and kindness throughout the world. And so we did. We hid that $50 Amazon package, or Amazon gift card, I'm sorry, out there today for people to find. And we're going to give a couple of clues here about that as well. Let me turn it over to Eric, which should kind of give you the first clue, because if you spot where he's at, you'll be really close to where it is.
Eric here with the Chubby Leprechauns. We are out here live on location, just a mere feet from where we hid our latest treasure. I'm trying to be quiet because there's some people around. Anyways, this is a donation. This is coming to us from somebody who donated a love and kindness prize. So I'm not going to tell you who that is yet, but you got to find out here. You've got a $50 Amazon gift card, and there's some other really cool things in the bag, in the package. I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want to give away any extra clues. So anyways, we'll see you on the other side. Chubby Leprechauns, out.
All right. That was Eric, one of our founding members of the Chubby Leprechauns. Let me tell you a quick little story that's really cool about that prize real fast before I give you any other clues. As we were out hunting around trying to find where's a good spot we can find this in, we got our feet all wet, walking through the grass, walking through the trees, trying to figure out where to go. We spotted this really big rock, and we thought, oh, just right underneath this rock would be a great spot. And we overturned that rock, and guess what we found? We found somebody else trying to be a chubby leprechaun. We found this black envelope all wrapped up, and we're like, what is that? You know, is that drugs? Maybe we shouldn't say that for the kids. But anyways, we found this really cool business card here. Somebody's doing this thing called letterboxing, and I'll give you their website. It's called atlasquest.com. And in there was this little notebook. We're supposed to write our names in this, that we found it, and then there's this little rubber stamp, to put a little rubber stamp on a piece of paper. We're supposed to write our name in the notebook and put it back. And we'll do that, but we'll get that done this week. But it's pretty cool. There's other people out there hiding things for you to find. So you might find something of your own, your own treasure as you're out looking around. So that was kind of cool. Again, that website, anyone wants to take a look, if you're interested in finding things that are potentially buried, is atlasquest.com. If you go check out that website, there's things buried all over the Portland, Vancouver area that you can go find. And I can tell you that probably the treasure is not as valuable as what the Chubby Leprechauns are throwing out there, because we are the greatest. But you might have some fun finding some stuff. So let me give you another clue about that $50 Amazon gift card. We're gonna talk more about this really awesome sponsor of ours this week as well. So don't worry, we're gonna get that message out there. But this particular gift card is hidden in a historic greenway that includes 4 different parks. So it's a historic greenway that includes 4 different parks. And this one park in particular where it's hidden, is centered between two different creeks. And I said creeks because some of you, most of you probably are from the Pacific Northwest and pronounce it creek. I like to pronounce it crick. And I get in this argument all the time with my wife. Is it creek? Is it crick? And it's spelled C-R-E-E-K. And to me, that's pronounced crick. But she says it's pronounced creek. And if it were pronounced creek, wouldn't it be spelled C-R-E-A-K? That's how you spell creek. It's pronounced crick. So anyways, guys, if you can figure out these two cricks and this park that's centered in between them, you've got a really good chance of finding that $50 Amazon gift card. On top of that gift card are some really cool items from this particular small business that we think you'll enjoy. And we'll talk some more about those too, like I promised, later this week. So anyways, guys, happy hunting on these treasures and on these clues. We appreciate all the love and support. If you're still with me, smash that like button on this video, please, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Share this with your friends. Share this with your family. Again, the goal, 1,000 subscribers so we can hide $1,000. And we're well on our way. We're over almost 260 subscribers or so, which is way faster than we thought we'd ever grow. We've had some amazing support so far, and we love you guys. Spread that message of love and kindness throughout the world. Tell your friends you love them. Tell your mom and dad you love them. Tell your kids you love them. And kids, accept that love. Tell your mom and dad you love them too. And we'll talk to you soon with some new clues on that money if it hasn't been found yet. So in the meantime, Chubby Leprechauns out.